They make some small kits that you can, like it's a solo winch that you could winch up to something like that. They're just expensive.
That's another thing that exists.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper to just ride with a buddy. There you go.
Dude, these things are super loose.
That's why I got the armored ones that actually wrap around.
I know, I need to get those.
Those have saved my bacon so many times, my man.
The 2025 single track season is officially underway. At the time of filming this video, I'm deep in the Rocky Mountains on a 5-day, 4-night trip to explore new trails and trail systems. Receding winter conditions have left some of the high exposure routes eroded away with loose dirt. The rivers and creeks are rushing from fresh snowmelt, making water crossings increasingly challenging. Some trails are littered with dead fall trees, and of course, there's snow. This will be home for the next few days, and over the next few videos, we're going to see what this place has to offer. With that, welcome to the 2025 mountain season.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the channel. On today's video, we are way in the mountains. I'm actually camped out of my truck here for a few days, week, I'm not quite sure yet, but I have a map that showed me so many trails that I have never done before. So I basically just took that map with me, got in the truck, packed my bike, and here we are. I'm really hoping to ride a whole bunch of trails out here. Like I said, it's all new, so yeah, next few videos should be a lot of exploring new ground. I got my buddy out here with me. He's on his 300 Husky, which is a total trail machine, and yeah, he's a really good rider. So I got him in front of me, and we're gonna see if I can't keep up with him or not. There's some potential that we could run into a little bit of snow on this ride. I know a lot of the rides that I want to do out here that I saw on the map, some of them were even going up to 8,000 feet. So I think a lot of the trails that I was looking at have, you know, real potential for snow, but this one I'm not sure. As for the debris that might be on this trail, because it is mid-spring, we'll see. I have my handsaw with me, but I just have the handsaw. I left my chainsaw back in the truck, mainly because I wanted to see how, you know, rough things were on this trail first before packing the chainsaw, because, you know, it's a little bit of a headache to pack. But if the trails are a mess, then I definitely want to have it, because the handsaw is good for, like, you know, 3 trees and then I'm totally gassed. Alright, I got really splashed. Brandon is definitely way ahead of me, I have no doubt at this point. So I gotta see if I can't make up some ground. riding in springtime. The flowers are always just so colorful. It's awesome. Nice stall. You know, I will say, I do stall from time to time, but the gearing change that I did where I added, you know, 2 more teeth to the rear sprocket, man, it has really cut down the amount of times that I stall. By like half. So, definitely worth it. But yeah, from time to time, I'm still definitely gonna stall. It's just how it is when you're riding a 4-stroke on single track. I remember last season when I was riding with Brandon, I tried his 300 and I was blown away at how well the 2-strokes do out here. You know, on these tight trails, the 2-strokes can just lug so low. They're so much lighter weight too. A little bit of exposure here, just a bit. Man, this is amazing. I love these flowers. You can smell them too. You can smell like all the pollen and stuff in the air. Nice little bit of side hill action. My bike sounds kind of weird. Yeah, my fan is sounding a little bit interesting. Yeah, we're running a little hot. I think we're all right. Hope. Yeah, you can hear it. My fan sounds a little weird. Man, I hope my radiator fan's not broken. I kind of need that. I'm just going to keep an eye on my engine temp. Make sure it's not getting too hot. Maybe I need to repair that or replace it, I don't know. Because I haven't heard it make that sound before. As long as my motor doesn't get into the red on that temp gauge, then I should be alright. Thankfully, there's still, you know, some speed to this trail. It's not, you know, like a slow crawl the whole way. got our first bit of snow. I'm just gonna assume that was probably from it being, you know, on the shady side. Oh yeah, a lot more snow. Whoa. So while I was looking at the drone, it looks like we are definitely getting closer and closer to the snow line on the mountains. But I think this trail is gonna take us away from the really deep looking snow. But obviously there's one way to find out. But from the looks of it, I think this trail is gonna take us up onto a ridgeline that supposedly looks dry. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm hopeful. Yeah, so far this feels pretty dry. Yeah, there's snow there, snow way off on those peaks, and then obviously that was the big snow I was looking at. So there is snow, that is for sure. Man, that is one hell of a view. Oh, he did dude, you did exactly the thing that I was so scared that I was gonna do. I had a couple moments where my front end got too close, and I was like, man, if I just like slipped down that. Yep. They make some small kits that you can, like it's a solo winch that you could winch up to something like that. They're just expensive.
That's another thing to add to the list.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper to just ride with a buddy. You know, if you give me some front wheel drive, I might be able to just use the motor.
Alright.
If you go to the front wheel and just pull on the tread.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, these things are super loose.
That's why I got the armored ones that actually wrap around.
I know, I need to get those.
Those have saved my bacon so many times, my man. Good to go. Yeah, it's so funny that Brandon had that crash right there. I'm so glad he didn't, you know, go down any further than he did, but I was literally just thinking about how rough it would be because I was feeling my front wheel slip every so often, you know, when I got close to the edge. So yeah, that's a reminder that the dirt is soft right now. So if you hit it just right, it will slip out from underneath you and potentially take your front wheel with it. So I'm glad it was not a hard rescue operation, because those kinds of situations can get real sketchy in a hurry. Oh, nice little rock garden. Whoa! Damn, I hit that rock hard. Man, that is some view, you guys. Oh, I just can't get enough of it. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can't remember where I was. I was somewhere, but it looked very similar to this, and I was with my roommate, and I remember I had a black bear that I came up really close on. Uh-oh. Bag come loose?
Yeah, it's loose.
I gotcha. Oh wow, man, look at these trails that are coming off of here. Look at that one, that goes straight up into the mountains.
Yeah, it looks like it's good.
Though I am a little curious, because there was a trail that split right there. I'm gonna whip out my GPS and see what tracks it says to go on. Here, I'll open up my tool bag, and if there's anything useful in there, you're welcome to it. Acquiring satellites. Ah, battery's low. You kidding me? All right. I will plug it into the bike and probably drain my battery. Okay. I think we're probably going to want to take the lower one. The second trail that we got to catch up to, it should take us back down to the road, and I'd reckon the road and the river are both right there. Though I am kind of curious what that trail is, the one that goes just like straight up. That one looks fun. Alright, we're going to head down to that low line trail, because on the GPS it looked like this high line was not the one that we're going to want to stay on. Though I think we're going to have some pretty some pretty good side hill action. So I got to be slow. Oh yeah, side hill exposure. Still an amazing view. It's funny, sometimes when I'm on these kinds of trails, I'm like, wow, this view is amazing. But then I look down and I'm like, wow, if something went wrong, I would be taking the shortcut down to the very bottom of this thing. Gotta find a balance of having fun and not being like, oh, this is sketchy. But I've definitely ridden trails with more exposure, there's no doubt. Oh man. Yeah, this is definitely not a race. There's some real exposure here. The main thing is this dirt is kind of soft, so I'm trying to stay kind of as close to the hill as I can, because I don't want to get to the edge of this, you know, super tight track and have the dirt kind of crumble out from under me, kind of like what happened to Brandon. Though at the same time, I should probably not even think about that, because that's how you kind of will that to happen. You think about the bad situation, and then you just will it into existence. I'm really curious what our altitude is. I might check my watch, because my watch has an altimeter. I might check it when we get to the top of this hill. I'm gonna check our altitude real quick.
5'6"?
Yeah, that's good. Yours is the same. Mine says 5'6" too. So 5,600 feet. That's good to know that at 5,600, you know, very minimal snow. That's really awesome. Hopefully you guys were able to see that on my watch. I was trying to make sure you guys could see it. But yeah, I think it was like 5,632 feet, which is, we're definitely up there, that's for sure. But there's some tracks that I saw out here that, you know, at least on my map said that it went up over 8,000 feet. And I am yet to ride an 8,000 foot mountain this season. Rode some last year, but not this year. And it's definitely on the list, so who knows, maybe while I'm out here checking out new trails, maybe I'll be able to do it. I'd really love to if I could. Man, I can't get over these views. I gotta say, guys, this might be one of my new favorite trails. I'm a huge fan of this. You know, a lot of people ask me how I find trails. Just pick up a map. I can promise you, without a shadow of a doubt, from all my past experience, every national forest, every, you know, swath of BLM land, every bit of public land has something cool on it. Tight switchback. Come on. Yeah, every piece of public land has something cool. And yeah, there's so many maps that are just public online. Just pick up a map, go to your REI or something. That's where I find a lot of maps. Grab one and just go. Pick a day and go see it. Because like I said, I have never ridden this trail. I've never even been to this part of the national forest. So yeah, grab a map, go explore, guys. It's how to find trails. But definitely pack well, because you know, when it's unknown territory and when you don't have a guide to show it to you, it can get sketchy, because you know, you got to be prepared for any and all situations that could go wrong. especially if it's just you, which if you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I do ride alone very, very often. So yeah, grab a map, pack accordingly, have a good time. Gotta be somewhat careful to not cook my brakes right now, because I'm definitely riding my front brake especially. I gotta stop skipping leg day at the gym too. My legs are getting sore already. Chicken legs over here. Wow, we were dropping serious elevation very quick. Nice little rut. Hopefully that can keep me in the trail. Oh man, this track just gets even more cool every single corner. I love it. I see a trail on the other side of this canyon that's very quickly coming up on my list to hopefully be the next trail that I ride. Unless maybe it's attached to this, I have no idea. Could be totally possible for it to be attached to this too, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna make our way down to the river here in a second. Oh yeah, major side hill. I think we might be crossing over this river here in a second. it's entirely possible we're gonna end up on that trail I was looking at. Oh boy. All right. Nice. Oh, missed the trail on that one. There we go. Yep. I had a feeling we're definitely going to be riding that other trail. Oh, this stuff is rocky. All right, so now I gotta look at the map because we're going one of these. All right, so according to the map, it says the trail goes this way and that this will take us out of the mountains. So hopefully it's right. Whoa, huge exposure. Huge exposure. Damn, look at Brandon. He's making it look easy on that 300. He's ripping. Gotta see if I can't catch up to him. I don't think I'm too far off from him though. I think we are getting somewhat close to the trail's end. I took a second and took a glance at my my speedometer, odometer. I've been tracking how many miles we've been doing, and based on the miles of the route, I think I'm almost at the end. Brandon must have gotten way ahead of me. Oh, there he is. Whoa, big rocks. Yeah, big rocks. Yeah, I think that one's the exit. Alright, you guys, that is going to be the end of this video. Trail number 1 for my, I don't know, week that I'm going to camp out here in the mountains. Oh man, I love it when I find cool places, literally just from a paper map. I was in a store and I saw a bunch of paper maps and I bought them, and I just literally sat on the living room floor just looking for trails. I'm probably not even going to get half of the trails that I found ridden this week. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor and hit the like button down below. I really appreciate it. And if you want to see more content just like this, definitely subscribe for more videos coming out in the future. And as always, hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. Adios, guys.